Hi, welcome back. Well, here in the city of Oceanside, for those of you who are sports enthusiasts, or maybe just like myself, you want to be a little cheerleader on the sidelines, Oceanside has a brand new sports team. It's a pro basketball team, and the owner is right here with us today, Jeffrey Stein. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me,
The Oceanside A team. I like that. Now, the thing that's interesting that I was reading is the A has a kind of a dual meaning. I mean, A team is always, you know, A plus, but it has a dual meaning, the
A
name.
team, as far as we're concerned, we call it the A team because the causes that we've pledged to support are autism and the armed forces.
Okay.
So it's called the Oceanside A team, and that's what we're attempting to do. We're trying to spread awareness, autism awareness, the capabilities and potential of those in the autism spectrum. We've put on major concerts as well to do that, and just to show the general public, almost everybody has been affected by autism. There's virtually nobody that we speak to that doesn't have someone, a family member, a friend who's been affected. It's kind of like
some way.
1 in 8 males is the newest statistic that I heard, and that's getting closer and closer. It used to be 1 in 50, then 1 in 11. Last statistic I heard in the last year is 1 in 8 young males are affected by it.
So this is a pro team that'll be playing all of the home games right here in the city of Oceanside.
Yeah, in fact, we're in the American Basketball Association. I don't know if you recall, you're probably too young to remember Dr. J. Julius Irving. That was the original ABA. And in fact, they merged in 1976 into the NBA, and 4 of the teams are now in the NBA: the Nets, the Nuggets, the Pacers, and the current champions, the San Antonio Spurs. Formerly was in our league.
Wow.
So it's really pro basketball, and there's a lot of ex-NBA players that play. Our game coming up, a gentleman who played for the Clippers, 7'2", Keith Kloss, former LA Clippers. He's on that team.
Wow.
And but we have our own 7-footer, so we're going to give him a. We've got quite a team we put together. It's our first year, and we've just won 3 games in a row.
Hey, now.
We play at Miracosta College, and it's more exciting this year than the Lakers have been.
Oh,
without a doubt.
Because they're hustling.
Exactly. So.
This is really good. So now the thing is, one of the things you were sharing with me is that you, with the team, you're a co-owner of the team with another organization, with another business. Tell us about that.
An organization that I founded called Jobs for Autism. We're same thing. We try to spread awareness. We've done some major concerts, such as Mindy Abair, Lucas Nelson is Willie Nelson's son, at the North Park Theater, and we've got the word out internationally. I even got responses from 2 different families of all places, Benghazi, Libya, asking where they can get some resources for family members with autism. There's no boundaries, you know, everywhere, all over the world. And in fact, our team is going to be playing internationally as well. We're having talks right now about going to China and maybe playing the Cuban national team. So we're gonna, and it all spreads the word.
And with autism, there's a very special meaning in your heart for this. There's a story.
And that's why basketball. I was never that much of a basketball fan. It wasn't my favorite sport. But my son, when he was about almost 3 years old, began to kind of regress a little bit in his skills. And he was diagnosed, not with autism at the time, because that wasn't really a diagnosis. He's 28 now. But what's called PDD, pervasive development disability. And it turns out it was autism later on when they started to diagnose it. But when he was about 3 years old, we were told he would never read, he'll never write, he'll never speak. And he was fascinated at the time by the Clippers and the Lakers, days of Magic Johnson and Kareem. And so he couldn't really speak well. One day I come home and he was with his hand signs and that. He was trying to tell me he wanted to watch the game. So I had a phone call, and I took the phone call, and I was watching him walk over to the TV guide, and then he walked over to television, waddled around. He couldn't really walk that well. And next thing I know, the game's on. So I said, Josh, how did you do that? And he said, I eat, which meant I read. So I wondered how he did that. So I take him back over to the TV guide and I said, Josh, I closed it and I said, find the Lakers. He opens it up, found it. Of course, there was a picture there as well. And from that day on, he read earlier than my other sons, one of whom's in law school, one of which is in law school right now. And he read at 3, when we were told he'd never read, speak, and then he learned how to speak by watching the Laker games and imitating the announcer, Chick Hearn, And even to this day, he's the most articulate kid around now.
Yeah.
But when you speak to him, all of a sudden you'll hear a phrase and it doesn't make
Chick
sense.
Hearn.
It was a Chick Hearn phrase, you know, like put the burrito in the refrigerator or whatever. And so basketball became special to me. I took him to see Michael Jordan, all the Laker games. It really made him thrive. You know, really did. I mean, especially with the prognosis that we had received.
Right.
So when the opportunity availed itself to get a basketball team here in Oceanside, I said, wow, this is a great community for it. We can do a lot. And in fact, one of the things we're going to do is establish a camp, not only for children with disabilities, but for everybody. You know, say somebody's at Oceanside High or El Camino and they want to enhance their career, they can get one-on-one coaching with the camp from former NBA players, high-level college players, and if somebody does have a handicap or disability, they're welcome as well.
Well, the thing I think is great is that we can go here in Oceanside to the games and see the games. If people are interested in going to the game to get tickets at the box office, they
can come to Miracosta College. Our schedule's on oceansideateam.com. We also have a Facebook page. And so does Jobs for Autism. Jobs for Autism has a Facebook page, and if you viewers like our page, we appreciate that greatly. And we have all kinds of offers and so forth to give tickets and benefits and all things that are going to be happening.
This is great. Very good. Thank you so much.
If you want to be a cheerleader, you're welcome to come on.
I would love to cheer on, right?
Fantastic. We'd love to
thank you so much. Thank you for what you're doing. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right. Well, there you have it. This is our last, well, not our last show, but our last guest of our first show of 2015. I am so glad you decided to join us. I will see you next time. I am your host right here on Oceanside Spectrum, Elaine Swan. See you soon.